Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So I've done a little bit of work between last episode and this one. I have finished off these bridge end pieces here, so they all look nice and sort of conformative with what we've done before. And I finished off this one here, I think it was. So done that. Need to put these centre bits in there, but I keep running out of stone. We have temporarily got a second stonemason here grabbing stone, so that'll fill up. But of course that means our stone's being brought to a dead halt. So, but it's only, as I said, it's only a temporary one there anyway. I've also fixed the boat issue with taking the earth ethers over. We have here a silo, and that silo is just a stop-off point. So the boat comes here, picks up the earth ethers, sails along here, drops them off. That one picks it up and carries on. It's not quite halfway. Halfway is about here somewhere, but I did think about putting it island in, and I thought I'll just put it next to the bridge. But I might move it yet because this is not optimal. So we're getting there. Some things I have noticed as I was putting the bridge in. This forester keeps stopping for apples. He keeps running out of them. So that might be something to have a look at. At the moment, it's okay, but it does keep stopping. And also, I know this is still struggling to get anything going here. Although I think this is kind of caught up. It's just waiting on. Yeah, it's just time in the kitchen that's struggling for. Yeah, maybe we'll set this up with two kitchens instead, one for butter, one for apple pies. Not sure with that one yet, but I noticed over here our leather had come to a stop. So I looked at why we had loads of wool and loads of leather and didn't have leather, and I thought, well, I'm gonna upgrade this pasture to do the same, and we got to 1000% speed, which I was utterly impressed with. I've never seen it before. I've upgraded the pasture all the way and added 5 workers to it. No one needs to upgrade, so we can go further. But it hit 1000%, which was fantastic. But of course, it can't keep up. It's running out of resources in here to get going. So I'm going to start here. We're going to start here and change a couple of things up. And what I want to do is I want to get these 2 farms supplying these 2 grain mills, and these 2 grain mills supplying these 2 pastures, but in a way where there's never going to be a bottleneck between them. And I think the best way to do that is kind of like what we've got now. I mean, it is outputting at a high speed and inputting to there, and this one just isn't getting the stuff it requires, and I'm not quite sure why. It should be, but it just isn't. So what I'm thinking of doing is, we've got a grabber that side for the top row and a grabber that side for the bottom row. Is that correct? I think so, yeah. I think one outputs to one line, one outputs to the other, and then they both supply the grain mills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this grain mill to here. Because my brain is telling me something's wrong with the output on this. The splitters aren't doing something correctly. So this one's getting more than the others because the way the splitter is. I think it's going forward, left. There is no right, so doing left. There is no left, so doing right again. I don't know. Just the only way I can explain why this was getting more than the other one was. And then I'm going to move this well to being that side, and we're going to put in a grabber and a splitter here. Yep, that's what we're going to do there. And then we're going to put in a line there and a line above. Okay, I'm going to do a grabber, and I'm going to do yes, yeah, I'm not going to run it up to that one there. That's what I was going to do. Like this. So that one will output on its own. This top one will not output. I'm going to grab another splitter and put it there. There. Row on top. Another splitter there. And a grabber there. So these are all going to get the inputs from these 2 farms here. They're on separate lines. So we've got one at the bottom, one at the top. But it will obviously grab from the top one is from this side, the bottom one's from that farm, and then split it evenly between the two. And this one will output on the top line, which we split between the two, and that one will output on the bottom line, which we split between the two. If that makes sense, which it should do. It should do. And this should all work because the splitter cannot push onto a conveyor that's facing the wrong direction, so that should not be a problem. And then, hopefully, what will happen is this will start getting the resource it needs, but it does still seem to be struggling for some reason, and I'm just not sure. I mean, the output on this one just isn't as fast for some reason. Do you know what would really absolutely fantastically help with that? And I bet you all spotted that, and I didn't. That belt underneath facing the wrong direction. Well, that's really not going to work, is it? Look at that, look. Go that way. And then remove all of those things off that line. Okay, there we go. Right, and then grab a splitter and put it there, like so. See, rookie mistake there. Wow. Hey, there we go. Right, okay, and then splitter like so, and then re-enable that, and there we go. Okie dokie. Right. So you should output onto that bottom line, which would be a magic conveyor is enough to run this as it is. We could boost these with omnistone and stuff, maybe later. Right now they're obviously not getting enough in than what they're getting out, and that is because these farms can actually output faster than they're getting in, or faster than they're actually harvesting faster than these are outputting. So what we also need to do is put in some over the top links as well. Like so. Boom, and then grab it. Okay, there we go. So now there are 2 outputs on each one, and that should lower down. Yes, the second grabbers are going to take. Those ones down there are going to take precedence, so it will be split evenly between the two, and then the top ones will feed just one barn individually. So that's going to work fantastic there. However, you'll notice right now the corn's run out. It's actually completely run dry. So there has definitely been some changes to the way crops grow. So you now do definitely supply water and fertilizer to them to get them going. So that's something else that needs to be done, which we can do as well. That's not a major problem. He's looking at this thinking, how am I going to get the fertilizer out of these? So you produce 1 every 8 seconds, and you produce 1 every 6 seconds. But they're actually about even, depending on this. This one actually has the animal feed it requires. This one's running faster because it needs less animal feed. So, we come out the back along here and along the back there. We can input into both farms and tell them both to harvest, both to fertilise, and at the same time we could add in another row around each farm, so you can have another row of crops, and that would keep it all going. I think that's probably the best idea. It's going to look a little weird though because of having this floating in midair, but there's no other way I can think of doing it. Essentially trying to make it all look really pretty and be functional doesn't work. It's either got to look pretty and work, or it's always going to work. It's either got to look pretty and work okay, or be extremely functional and extremely efficient and look like the spaghetti junction. So let's spaghetti it, because why not? So my brain is now telling me I could do it down the centre. But no, because I'm going to need 2 lanes for the fertilizer. I think maybe not. Let's try it down the center. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? That's the highest I believe we can go. Believe. Correct. That looks wrong. That is too high. Yeah, that looks too high. So if I put a grabber in there and say you're going to be set to fertilizer, yeah, that's too high. So it needs to come down 1 from that. Okay. Yes, of course, because these ones you put the when you're using the scaffold, you put the belt inside the scaffold, so it's technically 1 block lower than you expect. Whereas when you put it on top of the arch, it's actually on top, so it's actually a block. It's actually the block you expect it to be on. Of course, my brain keeps adding it up in my head and going, hey, you can just do it this way, and that will work. Okay, now will that input there? I do not know. We will try. I think it needs to come down 1 there, but we will find out. Okay, so belt along there. We're going to need a grabber and a grabber. Set to fertilizer, because we don't want to grab anything else out of here. We definitely don't want to grab the leather. Then you're not going to grab either. Oh, that's... Why? Why? Are you too high? I guess you are. Oh, excuse me. I guess you are. Okay. Well, that's fine. I think we can actually afford to come down 1 here because the block underneath is okay for that. Yeah, I think that block there is not. Oh, it's not going to get blocked because this is miles away from anyway. So we're good for that. I'm going to bring the whole thing down by 1. That's what I'm going to do because then it will input into the farms correctly as well. Okay. So if we grab this and say, hey, we're going to put that on top of that one there, leaving a gap in between, then that will still work this way as well. Like so. Okie dokie. Down there. Now hopefully grabber and a grabber. Set to fertilizer and set to fertilizer. Yes, you'll grab, okay, you'll send this down this line here, you'll go along here. We grab a splitter, which I think I can copy from here. Yes, I can. Boom. There we go. And then we tell you to apply fertilizer as well. And we tell you to apply fertilizer as well. Okay. And then these are going to obviously output as they go. Which is going to be good. I should have probably put this one as the grabber. Not that it's going to matter in any way, shape or form actually, now I think about it. Yeah, it won't particularly matter at all. This one won't be producing that much fertilizer because it's full, whereas this one will be providing all of it because it's empty and we require leather. So there we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Right. And finally, grain. No. Learn how to spell. There we go. Right. On the outside. Okay, so when that grows, then this is going to be running at almost optimal efficiency. Now we could make it run faster by also adding water to these tiles, which would increase the speed up time as well. But I don't know whether I can. Well, I can't get a well in there and feed both of these at the same time. I'd have to remove more tiles back here, which I don't really want to do. I want to see whether it works just with fertilizer as it is, and it seems like it is. This is now backing up. These are now backing up. So their outputs are going. You're still struggling. You've got everything you need. You've got everything you need. You're barely feeding that one, but you are definitely feeding this one. So I think this might be a case now where everything's running. It's just going to require time to try and catch up and get everything going on it and sort itself out. I do know we are struggling for what's this stuff? Cloth. That's the word. Wow. I do know we're struggling for cloth, and I can't really do a great deal about that other than put in another workshop, which I think is probably my best bet here. I think if we had a second cloth workshop, both feeding the same barn, and we can then feed out to either one here. So you're struggling to make shirts and you're struggling to make bandages. Yeah, everything's struggling because this farmer's keeping up, sort of. The thing is, this farm is actually keeping up, but it can't do anything because it can't actually output fast enough. So let's do that. Let's move this barn over, move that workshop over, move that one there. I want to put this barn up higher so I can have 2 outputs from the farm going into it. So I think I want to do that. So can I flatten down this here? Yes, I can. Awesome. So, and then do that. And do that. Which means I'll put the barn up there, and we can add a second row in here. Okay. The grabber. Now that barn would have 2 inputs, which means it can have 2 outputs and work well. I hope. I'm not entirely sure. Although this isn't. I think it was just this was not getting enough resources. Is that the problem here? Not really, is it? I mean, this is getting just enough resources to run at full power. Putting in extra outputs wouldn't really speed this up. Yeah, there's like a tiny, like 0.1 of a second or something where it's just not producing enough. So, no, I think what we do need is we do need to output this to 2 workshops, which I'm going to do here. So, Control and C, Control C and Control and click. Is it? Yep, there we go. Control and click to add the same thing to it, and then. Ooh. There's not a lot of space here, is there? No, there is not. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So you run to there. There, you run to there and remove that one, and that'll work. Okie dokie. And then we're going to remove that block there, and we are going to do that with a belt there, and a belt there, and a grabber there, and a grabber there. That should work. There we go. Then you're going to do that, you're going to do that, and in fact I'm going to move that again. Like so. There we go. Okie dokie, right, and then you're going to get up to 5 people as well. There we go. So you're now outputting twice, but you're getting twice in, although you're not quite getting twice in because obviously this is an output at full speed, but yep, you're completely full of cotton. You're not full of cotton. Ah, you've got Omnistone upgrades, haven't you? Nah, right, let's catch you up then. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. You've now got Omnistone upgrades. You're using more than you're getting in, which is fine. Not a problem. You're going to output that, and you're going to output as much. Well, you're not outputting as much as you're getting in because you only one output and 2 inputs, but hopefully that will catch up as well, and we can get going on this one. You're full. That's good. You're full. Yes, you are. You're full. That's good as well. Okay. So medical wraps are now a go. We are struggling for those there. Veggie stew is fine. Warm coats is now a go. This is backing up. Awesome. This is all working. Excellent. You're producing wool, which is, yep, okay, that's fine. Right. So everything is go. Veggie stew is struggling, and I don't think it's an apple supply overall, because I think when these apples grow, it catches up. It is just a speed issue here. So 2, 3. There we go. We'll throw some Omnistones in there. 888%. Speed that up and just see whether that can actually just speed up everything as it goes. It seems to be working now at about cloth conveyor belt speed. Right. Awesome. Okie dokie. So that is working. Our boat is working. You're delivering to there. You're full. You're delivering to there. You're full. I did turn this one off here so that it would empty out the packages, so I could remove it. Which will allow me to change this up completely, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to move it much closer by. I was going to lower the terrain down here. Fortunately, there is no smooth tool. I'd really like a smoothing tool, so you could smooth the terrain out, since they don't have this jaggedness here, but well, I don't hate it at all. I don't hate it. And you aren't now going to move, are you? You're actually going to be like, hey, I'm not working anymore, which is fine. Which is fine. So you want fire essence, that one there. Fire essence to there. Off you go. Okie dokie. So that works. This one here is also on one of these weird ones here, so we remove the package there. Remove that. In fact, what we're going to do, move this over there, and pretty much remove this entire dock, because it's just not needed anymore. Okay, you're going to not do anything there. You're going to move there, and this one has updated because I left the silo next to the water so it could path to it, and then you'll do it. I think the other one I broke the pathing, it couldn't get to it on the edge. So okay, let's turn you on temporarily, and the system will manually turn you off again later, so that'll be absolutely fine. Okay, boom, there we go. We'll flood the system a bit with stuff. It's absolutely fine. Eventually you will get turned off by something somewhere, I think. What are you connected to? You're connected to that there, and that there is now getting them in, so it should turn it off, which it has done. There we go. Awesome. Right. Okie dokie. Tree Island here is still doing its thing. This is all working. Are you working? You are full of sandwiches. That's awesome. And you are full of cheese. That's awesome. Right. So now I spent 2 episodes going over fixing things, getting things working. I am sorry about going over everything again, but hopefully you'll see that although I did try to plan to keep things kind of running smoothly, once you get up to higher production, you need to redo things. You need to There's nothing that's set it and forget it. It's all you've got to go back and check. You've got to make sure the production is working, particularly if you add a bit higher demand and the supplies in there. So you are at maximum happiness. Yeah, sort of. You're close enough for me. Okay. If I can get them all above 10 happiness, I'm happy myself. So yeah, you don't have pickaxes. Weren't we making pickaxes? Wasn't that? So we got loads of rail ties. Okay. You're getting happiness from rail ties there. So rail ties are good now. But pickaxes have come to a halt. Why is that? Why have pickaxes come to a halt? Let's have a look at the next supply system. So where are our pickaxes? Our pickaxes are there. Where were we making them? Does anyone remember? Because I don't. It's in here somewhere. Workshop. You were making it. You are not making pickaxes because you run out of reinforced planks. You are not making pickaxes because you run out of wood. You're not making reinforced planks because you run out of wood. Why have you run out of wood? You run out of wood because our supply and demand system here has failed. Well, we can fix that. We can turn these up here. You've got an earth booster built into you, but we're not using it. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just turn that up, and that'll get these going again. Yep, awesome sauce. There is two other things we need to look at as well, which I've just remembered now looking at this here. All this sparking away again, yay! The first one is our coal, which is starting to run out. Now, part of me says this coal I should move over there because it's not needed here. It's not needed here. But then we built all these wonderful chute systems, and I like the chutes, so I'm going to leave that there. But I might have a look into trying to increase this recharger for it because clearly it's not working. Now, I will remove the depleted ones on this side here. Why isn't it working? It isn't working because, well, one, there's no bypass. It's always got the first one. And two, there's only one recharger. So let's fix that. Let's put in 3 more. Move that to there. And then grab some splitters. You've seen me do this many times before. So we go split, split, split. And copy. So all the conveyor belts are facing directly into the rechargers, and it takes it from the mana receiver, splits it left and right here. This one will split it forward and right, and this one will split it forward and left, and that one will go to that one that way. So it evenly splits it between all of these. I think the center ones may get higher throughput than the outside ones, but it's good enough here. We also need to completely saturate this one because it just doesn't have enough mana bits inside it, I don't think. Mana, what's it called? Earth shards, earth crystals, depleted earth. That's not very helpful. What are they called? What are they called? I've forgotten. Why have I forgotten? That's terrible. What? Wow. What are they called? They're in here. Why am I struggling to find out? Earth crystals. That's what they're called. Wow. Yeah. Let's forget that I forgot they're just called crystals and move on. Caravan. There we go. Caravan. Grab caravan. Drop into there. Go. Take 32 of them and drop off here. Something else I forgot to mention as well, which I'm doing well so far. There has been an update between episodes. It's a small update that just has a few fixes and bits in it just to make things working. Steve now has Steam. It's really one of them days. Steam now has achievements for Factory Town, or Factory Town has achievements on Steam. That should I say? Probably got achievements on Steam as well, but we'll stick with Steam. And also, they have fixed. Eric has fixed the bug where with minecarts, if you filter this one and filter that one, it will read one and not the other, or the other and not one. It basically was an issue with it not reading the top filter, so it wasn't reading the inventory here for inventory sensors, but now that is fixed. So no longer do you have to set both of them. I would still set both of them if I was you, because it's easier. But you should be able to just set this bottom item filter, and the inventory one will now be read by inventory sensors, and it will work fine. Right, there we go. And also, if any of you manage to get any achievements from Factory Town on Steve, do let me know, because I'm sure he'll be happy about that. Right, so half the drill can stop doing what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing that. We have another half the drill down here, don't we? Doing his thing, grabbing shards. This needs updating in some form of desperate need. Hold on. That's all. That's lower down than I thought it was. I'm just flattening out the terrain because I remember saying at the start of this series I wasn't going to flatten terrain that much. And I'm flattening terrain down because I like it being level. Right. So we need to upgrade this. Not right now, we don't. I think this half drill is actually keeping up this quite well, so maybe we'll leave that. Yeah, these are working. This is full. This is working. We're fine. We're happy with that. This does need doing. This I'm going to stop talking. This needs doing because it's non-existent and it's not going to work. So we want to put in a mana receiver there, and one there, and we got one there. Okie dokie. And then we want to also grab a mana recharger. I'm gonna go. Oh, there. We can't do that. Ah, yes, because we don't have reinforced board. We don't have reinforced board. We don't have wood. It's a vicious, never-ending cycle. It's a vicious, never-ending cycle. Okay, so you're yada yada yada. You have wood now. That's working. So it was just a supply issue. It wasn't actually. It was a source issue, not a supply issue. I was concerned that we didn't have enough carts going around doing it, but obviously we did. Or we do, so that's fine. I'm going to turn this stonemason down. In fact, I'm going to probably turn this stonemason back off. He was just put in there so that I could build the bridges. So, yeah, I think I might just turn him back off again. Not required. I think I'll leave him in there. Turn that to one worker. But I'll just turn off the supply to it so he just sits there doing nothing. And should we need to, we can turn him on and off as required. Okay, right. So, do we have any more? We have 17 of them. Any more than 17? You are producing pickaxes at 12 seconds a go. You've got 10 pickaxes in you. You've got none because you've grabbed them. Okay, so our pickaxe demand is going to go along again, which means we might end up back at 1000% at certain places for working loads, which is awesome. Awesome. Good. Right. Okay. You still don't need gold added to you. I still haven't done anything with this here. Do we have anything else that requires gold? Let's see here. So we're working on the general store. The general store pickaxes and they're going, but we need to give it, well, ideally reinforced planks. Ugh. Really don't want to do that. Not with the current supply. So you are getting medical wraps, elixirs, the next one for you there. Ointments you're also getting, and ethers. Ooh, I think we're going to go with earth ethers on that one because of the purple coin situation. It's getting a bit low. And then you're getting necklaces in. Or magical cloaks, magic conveyor belts, or magic rail ties. Well, we are making magic conveyor belts, so we could just go with that. And then any of the spell books. So again, we go with a protection one, I suppose. And then that will be our supply system sort of done. We'll be there. We'll be there at the I don't know what the maximum happiness is. I can't remember, but I think 2, 4, 6, 60, so 120. If I can get to 120 happiness, that seems wrong. Hold on. What are you doing? You're doing 24 happiness. You're doing 24 happiness. So if it's 20 happiness to go, 2, 4, 6, 8. 80, so 160 happiness. If we can get to 160 happiness, that's where we're going to bring the series to an end. 160 happiness. That's the goal. that's where we're going to go to next, and we're going to kind of make a beeline for it because, as I said, achievements are now out on Steam. Wow, Steam, and then we can move on to doing that. So, not that I want to leave this town. I like this town, but I just, yeah, there is something about with the new changes. Lots of things have changed early on, and things are on there. So, yeah. Okay, right. Enough about Steve. Let's get on, and I want to just check my coin production. We are actually gaining coins, which is good. That is going up. So right, our next step is the general store, and we need to do this here. So to get the tier 5 stuff, we need reinforced planks. It's the only thing that will do. So we need reinforced planks, which means we're going to have to move some things around here because we aren't getting the reinforced planks in here, are we? No, we're not. What are you doing? You require earth power. What have we got here? So your earth power there. Your air power, which was for the crowns. Okay, so we'll move some bits and pieces around. So let's have a look see here, okay? We need a workshop to make our pickaxes. That's still a given. Okay, I'm going to remove the air system here. And we'll just get rid of all that there. And what I think we'll do is rotate this workshop round. That one can empty out into there. You can do what you're doing there, that's fine. I'm also going to remove those there. Oh dear, I've just removed the cart. Did you see that? That cart disappeared. I don't know what it was. What was it? That could have been... That could be devastating. That could be terrible. That could be our polished brick cart. I don't know. No, there's polished bricks. That's fine. Stone bricks, planks. So what have we got demanded? Pickaxe, rail ties, and necklaces. Do we have the pickaxe, rail tie, and necklace cart still? So there's the rail tie one. There's the necklace one. Planks along here. I don't see any underneath there. Your brick. You are planks. I think it was the pickaxe one. Yes, it was the pickaxe one. Okie dokie. Right, so we're going to put that down there. We're going to filter you to pickaxe. Okay. Off you go. And you can go around again and then come back to this one here, which is fine because this is still grabbing things. So, yeah. Okay, and you are creating those there. And that's fine. And you require nails, so that's there. Wood. You don't require access to the ground. Okay, right. So I see how I'm going to do this. It says confidently. It's going to make the rail slightly shorter as well, which is awesome. I'm also going to look at doing a small change to the rail system as well. I was thinking about it before. I was thinking if I was to put a link in from here across to here and just say, if you're a stone brick cart, go that way. You won't need to run all the way around here, all the way around here, all the way back here again. It will just speed up our stone bricks, but now we're not in demand for stone bricks, so not as bad. Not as required. So I think we'll leave that for the minute. I think it's gonna be okay. Because also, what else actually requires stone brick? Is it just that machine shop? Because if it is, I'm just going to put in a conveyor. Is there nowhere else that requires stone brick? You require stone brick, but you're right next to that one, so I could just run a conveyor along there. Yeah. It's just those 2 that require the stone brick. Really? Oh no, you require stone brick as well. Oh right, okay, so we've got 3 that require it. Okay, so we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Leave it. It's fine. It's fine. Okie dokie. Right. Right, so this is all done. So let's move this workshop out the way of there. Move the barn out over there. Move the workshop out over there. Move that barn back for a second, just so we can pick up that last one there, because we are running out of these, so we do need them. Okie dokie. And then I'm going to cut this back here. Back here. Cut this all the way down here. Dip, 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 dip. Okay, remove that. And we're going to remove the rail. So, I'm going to put the railing going that way for the time being. Oh, what was that one? That's I've never done that before. I've never noticed that you could do that before. Wow. Okay, so the important ones we need are the necklaces, the rails, and the pickaxes. So we have rail ties, pickaxe. It was the necklaces, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the necklaces. Oh, you're a pickaxe one. Ooh, hold on, hold on. We've got 2 pickaxe ones now. Right, so it wasn't the pickaxe one we took out last time then. I might have to stop all these trains somewhere and count up what we're doing with them. Because, yeah. So you're going to temporarily become the necklace one. Because I think that's the one I removed. I'm not sure. And we'll sort it out later. I will stop all the trains somewhere and it'll be fine. Okay, so, and we're going to move you as well. Okie dokie. Right. So, I'm going to flatten this terrain down in there. So, just because I can. There we go. Right, and we're going to get 2 of these workshops in here. One there and one there. Are we? Maybe not. We're going to move them forward a little bit. And we're going to bring them up because I'm looking at that iron line that's there, thinking I want to use that. And I can't because it would be too... I think it's probably still too high. We can bring it down by 1 at least as we come along. That would be fine. Okie dokie. Right, and then we're going to copy that and then control and click to place it, and that will make a second one exactly the same. Not with the same amount of people inside. Doesn't quite remember those settings. But that's alright. That's alright. Okay. I'm thinking to remove those there. I'm going to have the spiky ones, which may stab your eyes, may feel like they're stabbing your eyes. I'm sorry if you feel that way, but I like them. I like the spiky ones. It looks very like it's holding the edge there. I can see what you mean by here, because they are raised much higher than the rails. But I like them. I like the look of them. Not that I don't know if I'm going to do that again, because I don't know what we're going to do on the next map. That's something to think about. What would you have me play on the next map? Which what sort of map would you like? I'm happy to play any sort of map type. Obviously, providing it's not the stupid high mountainous one, because that just early on is just so slow. Once you get the money to start doing terraform, it's fine, but it's so slow having to dig it all out there. I don't mind playing one that's got lots of water in it, or not a lot of water in it, or anything like that at all. That's fine by me. Don't mind those. That is in the future. Right now, we are dealing with this. So you are getting a delivery of nothing. You don't need a rail stop. We'll just get an iron in there. Okay. And what we're going to do here is have the rail come out along there, come along here and go in there. That's what I'm thinking. Move that stop there, we don't need that one there. And then the rail will you'll get wood and wood from that one there, you'll get nails from those ones there, and you're going to get iron from those ones there. So that'd be awesome. Okie dokie. And then we can move this barn back to here. And it can be touching, I'm not all that fussed about that. And then I think I'll just grab iron one for this. Boom, you're going to get that there. We'll move this workshop to here. Something isn't right here. Something isn't right. You need access to iron, don't you, as well as those. We can get iron from here. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We'll just cut this one back. Like so. And we put in a scaffold ramp there. And then put in ports underneath it. And ports there. Grab the wooden arch. Running along. And running along there. And do that with a splitter on the end. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. And that should all work. That should all work. I need to do that. Okay. And then you'll come along and you'll go this way, down here, along there. Ah, no. No. That is slightly wrong. I wanted it coming this side. For that. I want the rail to come that way. Where's that rail stop there? You don't need that there. Why is there oh yeah, still a sign there because I have the rail selected. That's why. Okay, remove that rail stop there. There we go. So you take out from the necklace and then you put in the polished stone. In fact, this could be a case where the in-out one would probably put in polished stone and take polished stone straight out again, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it would. So you're going to be the output. There we go. So we've got an input there and an output here. Okie dokie. Right. And then we could cut off this. Yeah, okay. And then this workshop wants to be put here. With that coming along to there. And the output from the barn. Like so. And that should automatically feed this one here. That will then automatically get iron from the top place there, and then if I run around underneath there again just to update it, we'll get a rail stop which will automatically pick up the pickaxes that are inside the inventory. We only grab 10 at a time. We could put them into a silo, but we probably should put them into a silo. Yep, we're going to put them into a silo. That would make more sense, because that would just make more sense. Oh god, that way. Okay. It's supporting an entity. It's supporting an entity. Really? Really? Be an input output and just be turned off then. Okay. I cannot remove that rail stop. There we go, removed. Boom. Yeah, okay, there we go. Right, and then bump, bump. There we go. Okie dokie. We're getting those in, that's fine. You're happy. You're going to be doing that and you're doing that, but you're waiting for wood, which should be fine because we should be getting the wood coming anyway. You're going to get the iron coming. This probably wants to be a fast stream coming down, and then the offshoots can be slow. Yeah, so the main belt coming down and the offshoots are fine. Okay, right. So there we go. There we go. That's fixed that, he says, hopefully, and not really know if it has or not. So the last thing I want to do is sort out these trains. So let's let them all catch up. Okay, and then we'll have a look at what they are, and we might redo a few of them. Because I know we want 3 stone carts, and we want 3 wood carts, and so on and so forth. And then we want our picker ones. So we've got 2 necklace ones now because I messed up somewhere. Okay. So, is that it? Are you the last one? I think you are. There we go. Right, okay. So, let's move you to the back of the line. In fact, let's move you to... no, let's just move you to the back of the line. Because it doesn't matter what's in you, it's what we filter in you. So, come on. Catch up. Everyone, blah, blah, blah. So, if we say the last 3 are going to be the 3 that we've got the items for. So, we want necklace, rail tie, and pickaxe. Okay, I know we've got ones here. So, necklace, your necklace. Rail tie, you're going to be rail tie. Rail tie, and pickaxe, your pickaxe. Okay. We then want to go planks, and planks. Let's do that. Planks, and planks. It may seem weird. In fact, it is wrong doing that, isn't it? So we should alternate them so that they're not picking up as often. Because they pick up 20, mind you, silos up to 100, so it should be fine. Planks, and planks should be fine. Okay. I'm going to remove the filter from here because it should no longer require it, should it? So you are going to have no filter. Okay, you've got no filter. You've got no filter. You don't. You don't. You have planks. You shouldn't need that anymore. It should be fixed. Okay. Right, and then we want stone brick. Stone brick and stone brick, and in fact, do you know what? 4 stone brick and then 4 polished stone. Right, move that to the back. Turn around. There we go. Put it at the back. You're filtered to right, and then we're going to filter you to planks. Okay. Okie dokie. There we go. Right. Okay. And then what we're going to do is right here, we're going to build a ramp up and a ramp down. Don't know why I'm doing this because there are plenty of places around the track where it does this already, but that will separate them out for the pickup there. There's no logic on a line, so I don't really need to do that, and we have plenty of ups and downs anyway, but whatever. I've done it now. There we go. Okay. And then we go buff, and away they go. And they're off. Racing down the rain tracks, that's fine. Anyone that's got something in it that it's no longer designed to do, it will just drop it off and pick up the next thing as it goes. You can change filters on minecarts absolutely fine without any issues on them. So the first 4 are all stone brick, which is going to grab stone brick from here, which is going to be stone brick, stone brick, stone brick, which is fine. Really, this should be before that silo there, but it doesn't matter because this silo has stone brick in it anyway, so we're good. Our demand is not all that high for stone brick around the place at the moment. And of course, because we put the carts together now, that also has the advantage of this is going to have its hit, and then only lose a few by the time the next one comes along, so there's a higher chance of the carts getting further down the line as they go, which is good, which is very good. Okay, you've got the wood, and then unfortunately all the wood ones run out, which is fine because you were the first one on the line. So okay, and then you picked up the pickaxes, and you'll come around, and I'm going to boost you up to 5 people. You can get your thing going. This is filling up. That's fine. You're just struggling for wood, and that's just a supply. We're just waiting for the carts to come with wood. That's fine. Okay. We could of course replace the carts with caravans because they can now deliver 32 goods instead of 20, and it's a short distance and it would work. But I like the rail system. It's in there. It's done now. It's working. He says hopefully. Yeah, there we are. 20 wood. Awesome. Sorted. So there we go. Now our system is running. Everything is awesome. Our nail supply is dropping. You're producing iron plates. You're producing iron plates and nails. Yep. You're fine with that. We have 92% happiness, or plus 92 happiness. This is all working. We can upgrade the places. Things are going so awesome. Okie dokie. So that's going to be it for this episode. Next time I'm going to figure out delivering reinforced planks, which we should be able to do easier now because, well, essentially this barn is pretty much on the rail system. It's just 1 square away from it. So yeah, we could quite easily put that barn on the rail system here. We could just have a there cut in and come across, and it'd be fine. Then move that across one, and yeah, so we could quite happily put the barn on the rail system. But we'll do that next episode because yeah. So thank you very much for watching. I do apologise about getting all my words mixed up today. I don't know what is wrong with me. I have no reason. I have Steve stuck in the head for some bizarre reason. So yes, the Steve achievements. As I said, if you do manage to get any achievements in Factory Town on Steve, let me know and I shall pass it on to him. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.